I'm going to try to record this ring around the sun today. I don't know if I can get it. I mean, y'all can see the bottom of that ring there. Wow, I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a cloud in front of the sun. I know it's kind of cloudy, but there's a dark cloud. But y'all see that ring around the sun? There's something going on today. The next few days, I think, is Pentecost. But that ring around the sun like that, I don't know what that could be. Don't look like it's moving. Yeah, it's moving. Okay, well, I'm going to do this video. I want to talk to y'all about the time that's there's no time in it where God's at. I mean, it's not considered time. It's considered time here. It's programmed just like a computer. Bad as I hate to use that analogy, it's programmed just like a computer hard drive. Your brain is made out of a computer hard drive, basically. I just like I say, I don't like using that analogy, but the reason I know that is because back before I ever knew any of this stuff was going on, really, I heard a lady preacher, well, she wasn't a preacher, a preacher's wife, said something's editing our history books, changing our history. Well, it looks like an eye up there now, kind of, but anyway, after I figured out what was, I started waking up, well, I started researching how that this thing called the Mandela effect, because it was affecting me bad. I mean, my ears began ringing around 1998, 1999. They have not stopped ringing yet. But anyway, and I went to the doctor over it back in about 2002. I finally got tired of it, but that ring is kind of curious. I don't know if there's if that's a doorway or what, but some people believe the rapture might happen on Pentecost, which hopefully it does. And but anyway, to get back to this time stuff, the D-Wave computer, everybody go research that, and CERN, because they are, between them and they're reversing time. And look, folks, time is in a seed. Everything is in a seed, an atom, a particle. Well, they're reversing this time. I mean, it really don't affect you, but some days you'll feel like time's speeding up and time's slowed down some days, but it's still the same time on your clock. So it really don't affect your clock. And it don't affect it's hard to explain. I really can't explain it. But I know time's been reset, and millions of people knew that Nelson Mandela had died in prison. Then all of a sudden he's a president of Africa or somewhere. Then Billy Graham, millions of people seen his funeral twice on TV, just like I did. And me and my brother was talking one day, and he come in there and he said, "Travis, those people, they get fighting mad if you disagree with them on that." He said they believe that Billy Graham never did die. They just kept right on going with him, watching him and stuff. So what I'm saying is that time's been reset, and it's a seed, and it goes backwards. Whenever they go in reverse and they alter that seed, they know how to alter it, because it's a Hebrew language that life and death is in the power of the tongue. So when they start speaking, they get that language reversed, they can change people's history in their mind. I mean, they reprogram them. Unless they're protected by the blood of Jesus, you will be reprogrammed. Your kids will be reprogrammed if you ain't washed in the blood of Jesus, where that can't enter into your bloodstream. I mean, it goes into your DNA. So a lot of people's memories have been altered, severely. And some people say it's my memory. And you know what? I'm the kind of person that I question God. I question him every day. Lord, protect my memory, Lord. If my memory got changed, Lord, you have to change it back for me to my memory's correct. If they altered my memory, but I believe I was protected by the blood of Jesus. I believe my memory's intact, because when Hillary Clinton and Vladimir Putin had those reset buttons, they knew time had been reset. And there's a couple of preachers on the internet that tells you that they believe that time's going to reset back to 2012 again. And it may do it. I don't know how they know all that, but they've researched it out according to the Bible and researched that out about time being reset and reset and reset. Because at the end of time, time's going to be reset. God said he's going to shorten the days, and it also says that Satan would be allowed to change time and laws. But when they change that time, it changes that seed, and it goes in reverse as far as it does forward. So anyway, millions of people's minds have been reprogrammed, and they don't even have a clue, what's going on. It's just like the words in the Bible changing. They don't have a clue, it's always been the wolf and the lamb to them, where it was the lion and the lamb to me. And I believe I'm right, because there's little whatnots and ceramic figures with the lion and the lamb everywhere. I never see one with the wolf and the lamb, so I believe my analysis is correct about the time. But that ring around is still there. But this is June the 1st or 2nd. I don't know what day it is for sure, but anyway, folks, go research. That's why God says to, well, I ain't going to go into all that, but folks, people's memories have been reprogrammed, and it's spiritual. It's an atom fields. That's how time is encoded into atom fields that's coming from heaven, from God, from the sun, somewhere up there. Those atoms are coming down, and encoded in them atoms is time, just like your DNA is encoded with that atoms. It's a seed, and it goes, like if they reverse time, they can go back. They go back and change time, just like the Monopoly man not having a monocle now, the eyeglass thing. They said people says he never did have it. Well, I remember growing up, the little guy having a little eyeglass, and there's millions of things now. That's they call it the Mandela effect. I call it the Great Deception. And in that Great Deception is going to be mind control, memory changing, and they could swap out memories. They could transfer conscious from one person to another back in the 1940s, 30s. Adolf Hitler's scientists came over here and started to work for our CIA. That's who's running this country, is Adolf Hitler scientists from 1945. Those bloodlines are still running the world, really. But anyway, I'm going to cut this off because there ain't really a whole lot there, to look at after I showed you that ring there. But there was a big jet went over a while ago, and I just happened to look up and see that ring. But anyway, folks, it's time to get our children. Make sure they're protected by the blood of Jesus. That's our only hope these days. If y'all see on TV what's going on, y'all see it. And I think our number one thing is for our children, because God gave us our children as gifts, and he expects us to pray for them, whatever we need to do. My grandchildren, my children and grandchildren was in horrific wrecks here in 2012. And I'll go into all that in a different video maybe, but anyway, I believe time's about up, and things are getting so bad with families and stuff. Just the chaos, because that red dragon I ain't saying it's come to the earth like that got kicked plumb down here, but I'm telling you, it's in our dimension, and I believe it's those red skies and those atoms. The fields they can transform into whatever creature they want to look like. They can transform into that creature, but anyway, folks, I'm out. I'm getting off here. I'm going to end this video. Thanks for coming to my channel. My name is Travis Garrison. Share these videos with whoever you can. A lot of people in America has been lied to about who they are. They are mostly, I believe, the tribe of Ephraim, and they've been lied to and deceived on purpose. And I know down Arkansas, down Highway 71, there's a lot of people. It's the tribe of Judah, and a lot of the tribe of the bloodline of Judah, the lost tribe of Israel, and they don't have a clue. And they've tried to stop me since I was 6 years old. I can look back now and see. But anyway, thanks for watching my channel, y'all.